Hi, this is Charlie from the Care Association. Today I am in Palm Bay with Elizabeth Weiss from Silver Pines Assisted Living. Elizabeth, I have a question for you. How did you get into this business?
Well, I have been a registered nurse for a long time, and I have worked in different fields. I started out as a childbirth educator, and then I switched to hospice, so I'm from one end to the next. And I see where our older people could really benefit from my services as a healthcare provider. Not only in long-term care, because I work in a nursing home, I also do home health, but I think being out there in the community, I see where there was a need for somebody with my expertise to take care of the geriatric population. So in 2005, I decided, why not start a small home so I could rescue the adults.
That's good. Well, your background is really good and perfect for something like this. So I can see why, anybody coming here would really benefit from that.
Yes, I think so, because there are many homes like mine out there, but most of the homes are not run by medical personnel, just the lay person. So with my knowledge, with my background, I'm able to keep a closer eye on my resident. I can see when they're changing from the norm. If they're getting a cold, just a sniffle or whatever, I can see right away.
So that kind of follows into place, like aging in place. How does that work with you?
Well, when I'm promoting my business and inviting people to come and visit us, aging in place is a key, because I do not transfer them to a nursing home after they start declining. I have a limited nursing license attached to my standard license so that I can do much more for the resident. So they age right here, and if they decline to a point where we need additional help, then I will invite one of our local hospices to come and deal with end-of-life issues.
Oh, okay, I see. So you do have aging in place. They can just stay here.
Yes, we can stay here until it passes.
Well, how does it, Elizabeth, how does it affect pricing?
Actually, I can remember when I started, when I attached my limited nursing license to my facility, when ACA came in and said, "Where is your price list?" I said, "I don't have a price list." She said, "What do you mean?" I said, "This is my giving back to my patient. So whatever their needs are, needing a limited nursing license here, I do not charge for that. My fees are comparable to everybody else, even not lower. So this is, as I said, my give back to my resident. I do not charge them for any nursing services that I provided."
Well, that's so different from the big institutions, whereas
Sure is.
You go downhill, then the cost goes higher and higher
Yes.
and higher. Finally, they kick them out.
Yes, I do.
But when
And
they
they
come
attach
to
a
you,
price list to them. So, okay, if I have to give you more care, it's an extra $100. If I take you to the bathroom, this is an extra $100. I do not do that. Our price is, everything is stacked into our price. No more.
that sounds fair. Now, when I walked into your place, I noticed that kitchen you have. I want to sit down and have lunch.
Well,
Can you
thank
tell me about the food?
Well, we have a, registered dietitian that, oversee our menu once a year, and if there's any changes that we need to have during the year, we will consult, and we provide food that our patient likes. We talk to them about the menu at the beginning of the year and say, what else can we add to the menu? What do you want to change? So we have their input. And even if we have something planned for the day, and my patient would say, I don't like that today, could you change it? We are, versatile enough to change. Whatever they like, that's what they get.
Oh, that makes it really good. Now, earlier when I talked to you, you told me you're Jamaican.
Yes.
Do you sneak a little Jamaican recipe in there once in a while?
Every now and then, we have the rice and beans and the chicken, and they like the spices. We have this lady, one of our residents, she's from Boston, Louisiana is her background, so she like a lot of spices. So she like the rice and beans and the chicken with the spice, the jerk chicken and the curried goat and chicken. We do that.
Well, I'm very
Oh, we have
familiar
to-
with your
yes.
recipes because my best friend is Jamaican.
Oh,
and,
I see.
Jerk chicken, oh, I love
Yes.
it.
All we have to do is just make a substitution.
Well, that's great. You know, I got one last thing to ask you. You've been in business about 12 years now?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you share a story with me about one of your experiences over here? A nice touching story that happened to you here?
Well, we have so many, I didn't even think about it. For some reason, most of my patients call me Big Mama because I'm like a mother to them. Even though they're elderly, even though we treat them with dignity and respect, they still see me as this mother figure.
So,
Because I try to take care of all their needs.
so it really has a really strong family effect.
It's a family. It's a family. Once our patient get here, it's like, this is home.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have a really one story, but everything and everyday life is just like a big event.
Right. Well, I can see why your place would be beneficial to anybody coming up here.
I think so too.
Yeah. Another question I have is that when a person comes here to looking to place their family, how do you describe your operation to them?
Well, I would say my home, my facility, not really a facility, so to speak, is a home. Because my home is your home. So when they come here from their home, they may be living in their environment for a long time and then switch to our home. I want them to feel that they have not left anything behind. We embrace them as a family, so we do everything as a family. They have input in everything we do. They have an input in their care. They can choose what they want to wear. They can choose what they want to eat. And our meals are planned around their liking. So it's like a family. When a person moves into our home, I don't view it as an admission. I view it as a move-in. So when they do move in our home, they're home.
Oh, that's very nice.
Thank you.
Elizabeth, I also noticed that in large communities, they might have one caregiver to 25 residents. Now, in terms of responding to their needs and coming to your place, I can see your numbers are much smaller, caregiver to residents. How would that affect you? Let's say if one of your residents had a need to soil their diapers or something like that. How fast would it take to take care of their needs?
Okay, with the ALCA regulation is like 1 to 5. I have 2 to 5, 2 caregivers to 5 residents, and sometimes less depending on the needs of the resident. The more needs and the more care my resident need, the more staff I have in place. So our response time is less than a minute. Since we're a small facility, I'm licensed for 10. Therefore, if a resident their need can be met right away because they're right there. So as soon as they call for help, we are right there to assist. So we do not have any bed sores or any breakdown in the skin because we really respond readily to their needs.
So those things are really kind of non-existent in your facility?
No, we don't. That's one of our
because
things. They have to be clean and dry all the time.
Yeah, because I would think that now if you have 25 residents and one caregiver, it would take quite a while.
To get to that patient, yes. But as I said, we are there right there to attend to their needs because we make sure that we diaper our residents. We kind of tune into their needs. So before lunch, after lunch, we make sure if we have a patient who is incontinent, we make sure that we check them regularly. We have had patients who come to our facility, they were incontinent, but within 2 or 3 weeks, they are not incontinent anymore because we diaper train them by going to the toilet. They are toilet trained, not diaper trained, but toilet training them by, going to the bathroom like every 2 hours.
I mean, take them to the bathroom.
Take them to the bathroom every 2 hours so we kind of retrain their bladder so they don't, become incontinent or they grow out of that incontinent state.
That's great. And, all the homes that I go to, more and more I can see that it's a personal care that really counts in.
Yes,
which is what people really need.
Right, that's it is. We have big facilities out there. Yes, they're great. They have their own agenda. But for us, personalized care for a resident, you don't have to worry when you have a patient here. All the needs are met. They're not they will not be left in a hallway for 10, 20 minutes and wanting help and nobody's there to care for them. We have enough staff here to care for all the needs of our residents readily.
Well, I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Well, thank you very much.
To come and share your story with us.
Thank you very much.
And
I hope we all make a difference.
it will make a difference. And one last thing I'd like to say is that, most people, when let's say they choose to go to a big institution, that's great. But I want you to remember this. If you leave that institution and you think you're going to a nursing home, remember that you have another option. You can go to an assisted living place. They'll take care of your needs, and it'll be much less than going to a nursing home. Thanks for spending some time with us, and have a great day.
Thank you.